Hey, it's me, Jared Landry, and this is This Week in the National Football League. And this week in the National Football League, a lot of really cool things went down.
Don't you ever talk about me!
It's been a long time since you've seen me. Since my tragic death when I tore my ACL,
And he got stung by a bee.
I got a real job. And I've been saving my money to get a new game and an Annie Ann's pretzel. I've also spent the last year and a half studying political comedy and late night television.
Don't give me a hard one,
We
Jared.
got a drum roll, please. You've got
There's
Donald
no
Trump
way. There's
singing
no, oh my
Yankee
God.
Doodle. Yankee Doodle went to town riding on a huge, stuck a feather in his hat and called me Macaroni. I did not think I could do that. I don't know how I'm gonna go after you. I don't. Free agency 2020 kicked off with a bang when the Texans traded their star receiver to the Cardinals for a Crystal Light packet and a tapioca pudding. His blood sugar may have been low, but Bill O'Brien is still an idiot. So I did what any normal person would do, and I called up the only Texans fan I know and just laughed at them.
Hello?
Oh my god! It's gold! Here with his new hit song, I'm Just a Texan, G7.
You woke up as a Texan, put on by 11, had it figured that no one would call. I thought Bill was a friend, but I don't hear from him. What's another season alone? When they're trading everyone that is good, and here it goes. I'm just a Texan and life is a nightmare. Clowny lepers, I know that it's not fair. And Bill doesn't care, cause I'm alone and Zona is having more fun with him tonight.
Whew, it is tough getting back in the swing of hosting. While one team traded their best wide receiver for only a second round pick and an underperforming running back, another traded their number 2 wide receiver for a whole lot more. Here to talk more about the Stephon Diggs trade, my very own Uncle Dennis.
It's me, Wise and Sage Uncle Dennis, and today we're gonna talk about why the Vikings got a good deal when they traded Stephon Diggs to the Buffalo Bills for 3 extra picks. When I was in Indonesia, I was quite the swindler. I would convince children to trade me 1 baba guling for 3 bowls of nasi goreng, and would feed them for 1 meal, would feed me for 2 weeks. And after a few months of doing this, they started calling me Mr. Bezos and kicked me out of the community. But then I soon met a 23-year-old beautiful woman, and we became engaged to be married. And she would always get angry with me because she wanted me to provide for her as the husband. But the reason I was in Indonesia was because of a bad deal I made during a midlife crisis in Pensacola, when I traded my entire wealth for front row tickets to see the 30th anniversary of Top Gun. But I didn't realize it was the film and not the live musical rendition, and that is why I know that the Vikings got a good deal when they traded Stephon Diggs.
Recently, the NFL owners and players passed a new CBA that adds an extra game to the perfectly even season, brings another mediocre team into the playoffs, and still does not address lifetime health insurance. But at least they got a slight raise, and can smoke weed. The Rams released their new logo, and I was so inspired that I worked on one for the show. Pretty cool, huh? See how the NFL part takes up the whole spot of This Week in the, and it just looks like shit. It's nice to see the Rams trending in the marketing direction of the Clippers. LA, our way, woo, we love Kawhi. It's hilarious, it's a funny joke. I've been locked in my house for 4 days. I haven't seen a Paul George billboard forever. I need to see another Paul George billboard. Ah! Sorry for the outburst. With such a horrible logo, many people are asking who could have possibly made this. For that answer, we sent Detective Randy to the empty streets of Los Angeles to find more information. Randy? 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 We must be having some technical difficulties. We'll check in with Randy later. A lot happened in the first few days of free agency, so I took all the important things and put them in this poem. Rivers goes to Indiana and takes his whole family. Bears get Nick Foles when his contract is a travesty. They have Trey Burton, he'll be special, like in Philly. Titans pay Tannehill, but stay away from Derrick Henry. Breeze stays in Nola, leaving Hill in shambles. Clowney avoided like Ebola, and the Panthers take a gamble. Bears sign Robert Quinn and pay Jimmy Graham. That's a sin. Colts send off their first for DeForest Buckner. My neighbor's really hot, and I think I want to be your friend. But I can't go outside because of the quarantine. Olsen signs with the Hawks for his year 14. Doesn't matter that he broke his hip tank for Tua. Dolphins sign Byron Jones for a lot of moolah. Mariota to Sin City. Gruden must like his sincerity. Brady goes to Tampa. Oh, my Atlanta Prowlers in Atlanta really want a Fanta. Ravens draft their tight ends white like Vanna. Cooper signs a massive deal. Guess he said he wouldn't. Neil Chase Daniel getting more bands. Joe Burrow has small hands. McCoy with the boys. Danny gets to be with Maddie. Middleton wouldn't go to Vegas while Calais is a Raven and the Texans cave it in. Well, thanks for watching this special free agency edition of This Week in the National Football League. As always, I'm your host, Jared Landry. Tweet at me. I'm stuck in my house, and I'm bored.
We are the creators of the new Rams logo. We do not much appreciate the investigation into our identity. We were chosen to shepherd in a new era of graphic design and refuse to be treated as incompetent interns. Our demands are simple. $3 million in unmarked bills, and a new desk chair with a supportive back that also rolls. If our requests are not met, we will execute Detective Randy by nightfall.